Hello everybody, welcome to another Week in Style from Shepherd's. We have compiled all of our style segments of the week and put them in one convenient location for you to watch.
So go ahead, rewind, fast forward as you wish, and then go to our collections page and shop the collection that you wish.
Exactly, and I think the collections page, if I'm not mistaken, is up here on our website, so easy to find.
Good morning. Here we are live from Shepherd's Fashions doing finishing touches. We thought we'd do it a little bit differently today, and the reason is because we wanted you to see this firsthand before it even hits the floor. So we were pretty excited, and it truly is an amazing finishing touch. It is all of these statement pieces of jewelry, and what makes them so special is that each piece is unique. They're like pieces of art, and we only have one of each. They are so limited, we cannot order them for you, so if you see something you like here, message us right away, and after the video we'll put it aside. They are on our website at shepherdsfashions.com, so you can go on there and take a peek. But as I said, they're very, very limited. We only have one of each, and the reason is because they are art. They really and truly are. They're very, very special. And what I think is so special about a piece of jewelry like this, it really is the finishing touch to your outfit. Accessories are the exclamation point of everything that you're wearing. And that is so important because it's often the last piece we put on at the end. Sometimes we forget, we overlook, we spend more time on what we're wearing and less time on our accessories, but they are the most important piece. So you can see what I'm wearing here, which is a brand new piece from Alan Bika, has a high slit. If you like this piece, you'll have to message us because again, this is also limited quantity. But it's such a statement piece with the gold foil that you don't really need to have a necklace. So instead of a necklace, I've done the earrings that are also part of this collection. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're a little bit modern. They're the statement earring, which we're seeing everywhere. It's not going away. It's going to be back in the spring again. And I love, love, love a statement earring. It just kind of frames your face and it lets my outfit stand out, but I have a little bit of bejeweled dazzle. Elaine, come on in.
Good morning.
Good morning. Look at what she's wearing. Is this not fabulous? Basic black jumpsuit, super modern, very architectural. You can wear this as a petite. Stephanie bought this. She's a petite and she wore it beautifully. Okay, Elaine. It's not aerobics. But you can see with something as basic as this, we just put this beautiful necklace. This is a moth. Let's get in tight here and have a look. Isn't it gorgeous? Again, it's very modern, sits perfectly with the neckline, which is a V on V. It's long. You could wear this with a basic black turtleneck if you want it, but this really is her exclamation point because the jumpsuit is modern, but plain black. So let's have a look at the other pieces as well because I love the clasp on these. It's a clip, no problem if you're at home alone and you want to do it up. That's always an issue. And it has an extender too, so depending on the length, it can go around you. And I'm going to put it on the second one and let's see how it looks. Now look at that, it looks like a collar. Absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of bling, very modern. This even has a little bit of a boho feel, don't you find? So you could easily put this with one of our boho velvet jackets or our kimonos or ruana, silk, the beautiful silk shirts that I'm sure a lot of you have, and it would be absolutely gorgeous. Very, very pretty. Sorry.
And lightweight as well.
They're very light, yes, because that's the first thing you asked me.
Yes.
The next piece, oh my gosh.
Oh my.
This looks like it, can this go over your head or do I need to undo it?
I think we should undo it.
Okay, so you can see this has 3 little jeweled buttons to undo. The cost is $238. This looks almost like a vintage piece. That's something that you would have had maybe for Gatsby in that era. It's absolutely beautiful. And again, it makes a huge statement. You don't really need a lot more than that. If you had a little diamond stud, beautiful bracelet, you could go a little heavier and more bejeweled on the bracelet, but just a little stud with it, right, Elaine? And you can see how low that hangs, so it really fills in the neckline.
gorgeous.
Okay, yeah, this is gorgeous. This is one of your favorite pieces,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just put the button back on this. Again, they're all easy to do up by yourself. Now, one of my favorite pieces, because this is such a statement, and to me this is art. Look at this. It's a parrot. Isn't that gorgeous? You've got a parrot, you've got flowers. The parrot has mirrored feathers. It's just gorgeous. Same clasp, so very easy to do.
Quite decadent, eh?
Isn't it? That's all you need. Absolutely spectacular. Isn't that gorgeous? So as I said, if you're loving these pieces, we only have one. We cannot order them. These are pieces that you need to grab right away. And because of how special they are, I know I would grab that one. This one, also love this. Oh my gosh. How whimsical is that? Look at the little beetle, little bee, all the flowers. And don't worry about matching these to anything. In fact, don't match them to anything. Make these super special. Just wear them because. There's so much beauty. And the weight of them is unbelievable how light they are. So pretty. All beautiful on black. But you could wear this year round. You could wear this for holiday. Then you could throw this on in the summer with just a white eyelet dress. You could wear it with a pantsuit. You could wear it to a wedding. And then we have the same one, if you don't want the color, just in black. So you can see it's black on black. Again, we have the little beetle and the bumblebee, but it's all black. But the shimmer is what makes it so beautiful. Elaine, are you coming back?
Yes, I am.
You got another one for
I don't
me?
know what happened to you. I lost my model. And this has the hematite closure. So the others all had the gold. This is all hematite. So the entire necklace is black. It has the leather cord. Absolutely stunning. And what did you go get?
I went to get one of our stepping out jackets.
Yes, in the chinoiserie pattern.
Yes. And so on Thursday, we have a segment, which I think is going to be called Designer Spotlight.
Yeah.
And we will be showcasing these stunning jackets, available sizes extra small to extra large. And so just a little sneak peek of what's coming up
Okay.
at Shepherd's on Thursday.
All right. Okay, and our last necklace is a statement, but not as bold as the others, in case you want something a little bit quieter. And what I love about this one is it's got this beautiful tassel. It's in a gorgeous cranberry. And this one, because it's not quite as decadent as the others, you could wear this even during the day. So this I would pair with our boho pieces. Let me put it on you.
Oh, I just love this tone of red.
Yes.
Like a coral.
Like a real kind of a cranberry, beautiful color for fall. And when you look, you can't really see it, I don't think, but it's actually braided through the beads. They've braided the cord through the beads. The detail on these pieces is just incredible. And that's what makes a piece like this so special. It's the details. But you can see how simple that is. It's very modern. It has a real vintage look, 60s, 70s kind of look. But this makes it up to date and gorgeous. So these are the pieces. This is the collection. And this is our finishing touch for today. So we're wrapping it up. But please go to shepherdsfashions.com. You can take a look at these pieces or come on into the store. But if there's something that you like, as I mentioned, very, very limited, you'll need to call, grab it right away. We cannot order them and they're only available until they're gone. See you next time.
Welcome to Shepherd's Wardrobe Wednesday. We are actually saying goodbye to one of our favorite pieces. Eileen Fisher is sunsetting 3 amazing basic pieces from their system collection. But the great good news is they're 25% off. So let's take a look at these fabulous pieces that we have been highlighting for many, many seasons because they're workhorses in your wardrobe. Being 100% silk, they can be worn 4 seasons a year, and they can be adapted and mixed and matched with all kinds of things in your wardrobe. So here are the pieces, starting with the slouch pant. This comes in 3 colors, bone, navy, black. Here it is in bone, 100% silk, machine washable. So throw it in the washing machine, hang it to dry. Love it because it's a little bit loose and relaxed around the tummy, elasticized waist.
Relaxed on the hips as well with that's why they call it the slouchy, right? It's got the pocket with a flat, with a high heel.
Can do anything. And look how beautiful this is. Just the little boxy top, which is also on sale. This is also 25% off. It's the System Silk Boxy Top. Again, 3 colors. All your great basics. This is what you want to really, anchor your wardrobe in. It's black, navy, and this bone.
The bone. And then the third piece that's on sale is the System Straight Cropped Pants. So as you can see, it is cropped.
And I don't know why they're putting this on sale or sunsetting it,
know.
because it is so current now.
I know.
This cropped wide pant is like all the rage on the runway. So again, a perfect item. I love the way we can throw silks over it. You can throw sweaters. They're really the underpinnings, right?
Yes.
That you just build your wardrobe with. Sandra's petite. She's
Yes.
5'2". Look at the wide crop is perfect on her. Again, so available in 3 colors: midnight, black, bone. In all 3 pieces, there is the slouch pant. There's this boxy shell. And there is the cropped pant.
Now we're not sure how long we'll be able to get them in for you, but we're getting new stock in every day. So if you see that your size isn't available, leave your email address on our website. We will email you back as soon as we get the size back in.
So we're sorry to see them go, but this is a great opportunity for you to put these into your wardrobe, and they'll work for many, many years to come. So thank you for joining us this Wardrobe Wednesday, and hopefully you can tune in on Fashion Friday. Welcome to Shepherd's Designer Spotlight. Today we're shining the light on this fabulous collection of statement jackets from Stepping Out. And this is what you want to do in a jacket like this. You want to go somewhere.
You do. First model and first style is modeled by Kathy Donovan. So we're starting off with Kathy, 5 feet tall she is, and she loves to wear jackets with jeans. So this is what we did.
And I love them because you can do that. You really make them your own. Put them up with jeans for a Friday night date, or dress them up with a long skirt or a pair of slim pants. But we're really adding sparkle here. And I love this kind of chinoiserie look, right? Really snazzy lining in that hot pink.
They are all lined, and they are all that kind of satin feel. They're all $249, available in sizes extra small to extra large. No stretch, and just to let you know, but as you mentioned, it's all about the jacket. It is making a comeback.
Oh, it's definitely a comeback season for jackets. They've got a little bit of a shoulder pad in them. There is structure here, as you say, no stretch to it, but look at the styling here.
Oh.
Put it all together, head to toe in the cream. It's like a dream, the Peter Pan collar. So we've got the structure there. You can pop the collar. But look at the detailing here. This is a lovely sort of cream cement background with these lovely branches and
Like a
blossoms.
cherry blossom, yes.
Look at the detail of the buttons. This is kind of this vintage inspired, very Jackie O inspired, inspired look here. And again, another look in the same straight cut.
So we have 4 of these, Marlene, with the Peter Pan collar. Same cut, but 4 different renditions, colorations
Yeah,
in this.
and as you see them is as they come. There's no variation to other fabrics or colorways. Now this is the trench coat style, the short one just below the hip, of course, with this lovely gray background with this pop of red floral. Wear it to black and it's perfect.
Again, very 1950s inspired. So trench coat, and you can pop up the collar, if you so want to. The piping here is really quite delicious as well.
Really defines the jacket, right? And the lines to it.
And they all have the matching belt that's it accentuates the waist, right? So we have 2 animal prints. Teresa is in the leopard print here, loving the gold accentuation on this.
There is lots of sparkle in this when you see it in person. So it brings out the animal instinct in you. Wear it down to black, but you could wear it to cream.
And then this is the cheetah print, the second of the animal prints. And what we are enjoying about this again is that you keep the base to a minimum. Let the jacket
Yeah.
do the talking.
Definitely, these are statement jackets. They are all the rage on the runways. So they really have a personality on their own, going out for a special occasion or just, hanging out with friends on a weekend.
Exactly, why not? As we saw, Kathy did it with jeans. So there is no place you cannot go in one of these jackets.
And all the buttons have these lovely sort of vintage inspired buttons, but they're snaps. So they're easy to take and undo.
And this is the last of our jackets. This is called gold. So we're going for the gold in this, showing that you can do it with a skirt just as well as a slim leg pant.
Now, they're pretty true to size. Teresa is usually a 10, she's wearing a medium. So again, we're loving this new collection that's just arrived at Shepherd's and is also on shepherdsfashions.com.
Yes.
Beautiful line of jackets from Stepping Out here at Shepherd's. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on Fashion Friday. Welcome to Shepherd's Fashion Friday. We have a very colorful lineup for you.
Free-spirited fashion on this Fashion Friday, world beat, but made very wearable for the season.
Lots of great looks that you can see here. Our store's all adorned with fall looking from Avant-Garde Designs. And please join us in the store. Come on in.
Come on in. Here's Teresa welcoming you.
Our hostess with the mostest.
Yes. And we do have some great goodies. We're going to be on the catwalk and outside so you can see the glorious colors of these pieces.
I love this jacket. This is a great collection we've just received in from India. Very wearable, very easy to wear, very limited sizing, very limited quantities because truly they're one-of-a-kind items. You've got to love color, you've got to love intricate work here, and you have to love imperfections because this is not a perfect garment in its sewing because it is actually hand-loomed and hand-woven by people in India in the cottage industry. Now here's a velvet jacket
Yes.
that is got all this lovely embroidery on it.
This is as you can see, the black and rust coloration. So it is about the embroidery. This is a statement jacket, as we like to say, but the shape on this, it's a soft A-line, so it is quite easy to wear. And we've seen this on different body shapes, Marlene.
It's very wearable, right up to size 18s. No problem. And I like the 3/4 sleeve. You've popped it with the silk du peony shirt underneath it in this new rust color that's just arrived. Another one of these jackets from India, different colorway, as you can see, sort of this beautiful charcoal gray, and then it's popping with turquoise and cream.
Oh la la! The textural play here is done so masterfully. So this is called the embellished duster in sapphire. The pieces are sized, and Teresa typically wears a size 10-12. She's in the size medium in this jacket. They are a generous cut. If you like the idea of a one-size piece in these woolen styles, we do have the Ruana. So this has no sleeves. And here you're seeing a close-up of, again, the fabric of the Ruanas. Again, it's that traditional weaving done in India, imperfect, and it adds to the character of the garment.
So now, again, from the collection from India, this is the vest version. And again, very, very colorful, denim friendly, popped it with a silk du peony shirt underneath it. This silk du peony, do you know they've been using this for over 4,000 years, this
my.
fabric? So, and there are slubs in this. So, again, it's
Yes.
not perfect because they use fine and uneven thread needles for this and thread. So it gives it that slubby look. That is what silk du peony is all about.
And it does have a heavier texture, having tried different silk du peonies. To me, it's more resistant. It wears quite beautifully.
Great shape. We have been carrying this blouse for years. It's just really very flattering on all figure shapes. Here you've added another one of these jackets from India in the cream base. So again, just with the cream and the rust,
So it's a bit of a different shape to the duster that you would have seen previously. It's a little shorter, and it's again, it has a very artistic vibe and appeal, phonic, floral pattern to that. So it is really quite artistic. So here's another look at the Dupioni shirt. This is in one of our new colors. I'm adding this faux fur vest, and you're going to see more of this. But look at the embellishment, and that is what boho is all about.
So if the jackets or vest isn't for you and you just want to have this splash of color, the scarf or the stole is perfect. In here we've just wrapped Teresa in it, and underneath she has it with this wonderful sweater from Margaret Winters. This is an American-made sweater. It's all cotton, and it has a lot of body to it, and they're indestructible.
Oh yes,
You know,
absolutely.
they wash and wash and wash. Available
Yes.
also in the royal blue, and here you have the wasabi.
Yes, I love this color. So you can button up the collar if you wish. We wanted to do it with a little silk scarf to add a little bit of European appeal.
That's
Notice
a big
the
range,
handbag.
right? The little neckerchiefs.
Yes, that's what it's all about. And denim, and then off you go.
Ooh, you're a hairy
Ooh.
friend here. This is cute. Pink. Oh my gosh. Pink. People are loving pink and that icy blue and cream for the fall. This sweater is really all about what's on trend now, is that heavier, chunkier knit
Yes.
in the cardigan. But you know what? This is not overwhelming.
Right.
We've had this on many sizes, and it looks really good, the longer length.
It's more streamlined than a lot of the chunky knits that you'll see out there. And then you bought it, Marlene, along with this pant. This pant is a one-size pant. It's double layered. So the inside is kind of a cotton with a little bit of stretch, and it's a solid color. And then it has that stunning paisley print that you can wear now and then right into fall and winter if you wanted to do a bootie with it.
So here it is in a different color range. The sweater does come in several colors. Here it is in the mustard. And the silk pant really has that bohemian
Yes.
look to it. Eh? You can add that
Very much.
characteristic.
And when we say wearable, we didn't want to add too much to this, but look at this vest. I mean, it has every embellishment under the sun for you. It's mixed media. It's faux fur, as I've mentioned. It has the ribbon, the colorations here. Don't you feel like you want to go off to India
Woodstock,
somewhere?
Woodstock.
Woodstock, okay, different era too. And it is reversible. We're not showing it reversible today,
It
but
looked great on you. You tried it on this morning. I loved it reversed.
yeah, we just discovered it after filming.
You really only just see the black and the mustard shade. There's no
Yes.
embellishment on the reverse side.
So, and then our last piece.
Well, I decided to take this with me. I'm going on a holiday shortly, and I'm taking this one in, but the other colorway. This is pure silk. It's by Froz, which is a great line of scarves that we bring in from Germany. Look at the colors in this. It's
yes.
it's magnificent. Of course, going to black, it's always perfect. And what a backdrop to one of a kind necklaces that we featured on Finishing Touches on Monday.
This is when you can make this your own by adding as much or as little accessorizing as you wish, and then you can tie it up. This is we like this, right?
Yeah, well,
Kind of-
it's a one size garment and it fits me. I'm a size 18. I feel very comfortable in it. I think I can go, sightseeing during the day. I'm
Yes.
taking the pink one, the one she has on now.
Oh,
Isn't that nice? It's got sort of coral and red,
Yes.
pink.
Vibrant.
Of course, I always wear just, black pants and a black tank and just throw this on. And one of those great necklaces that we can make longer or shorter. So, the question we want to know, are you the type of person that everything has to be perfect in the garment, or can you tolerate and enjoy a garment that has sort of been hand loomed and hand woven and has that hand artistry look? So thank you for joining us, and maybe you could win $50 here at shepherdsfashions.com, or come and join us here at Shepherds in the Train Yards in Ottawa. Welcome to Shepherd's Coffee Talk. We have had such interest in this topic. We've asked Nurse Maddie to come back and talk to us about marijuana. You had lots of questions.
We had so much engagement, and a couple of things we wanted to talk about today, Maddie, if you don't mind. Of course, there's great interest in using marijuana for wellness.
Yeah.
So when we have challenges with inflammation, we were talking about Parkinson's disease, we were talking about you mentioned cerebral palsy. CBD oil now cannabis really has a role to play in making us feel better.
Yeah.
There's no question, not just getting us high, but making us feel better. And so can we touch on and maybe save for a super on its own conversation a little bit about dosing today and how to figure that piece out? And then let's talk about recreational use, because I don't know. I have no idea. I need your advice.
Yeah, no, so obviously we kind of talked last time, but we'll do a little recap. So THC and CBD are the big components in cannabis. THC will cause the high or the psychoactive effect. CBD does not, which makes people a bit more keen to try it, or at least a little bit less worried when they're trying it. You know, cannabis doesn't have the same risks as, you know, opiates or alcohol in terms of actually causing damage when you initially take it, but it's still, you know, it's possible to take it and not feel good at all. I have lots of friends that have kind of taken too much, so the dosing is really important, like you say. So it's interesting. If you're taking an oral oil, a product like that, it's all going to depend on how many milligrams are within the bottle. So if you remember giving like your kids Tylenol when it was a liquid, and you would have to fill up the little dropper with a certain amount of liquid based on how many milligrams were in the bottle. So that's really how that kind of dosing works. With inhaled or vaporized cannabis, it's a little bit different. You know, if you purchase a bit of cannabis and you roll a joint, or you put it in a vaporizer, if the three of us, you know, smoked a joint together, I smoke much more regularly than you guys. So my inhales will be much bigger. I can hold it in longer. You might have 1 or 2 puffs and not inhale as much, not hold it in. So we're all going to have different effects, even though we use the same product. So more consistent or precise dosing is often done with the oils, because at least you know, this is how much I took. I took it at 8 a.m. You know, it's like any other pill, so it's going to last for 6 to 8 hours like a Tylenol does. When you inhale medication like cannabis, it's only going to last for an hour or so. Okay. So much different kind of in your system once it's there.
And if you talk about ingesting the oil, better to start with a little bit and work up.
Yeah.
Figure out how to do your own dosing for your size and so on, I guess. Yeah.
We always say in nursing, start low and go slow, no matter what drug it is. And I think that's really important in cannabis as well. So if you have a bottle of CBD, I'm far less worried about you taking that initial dose and kind of experimenting with the dosing, because you're not going to be stoned, you're not going to be out of it, you're not impaired. I'm not worried about you driving. Experimenting with THC, you really, really want to start small. So, you know, they're starting to promote edible products now that'll be available in a few months through the legal stores. You know, everyone's like, oh, it's 10 milligrams for one gummy. You know, I'm going to want to eat the whole bag. Probably not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. You know, cannabis really does affect your system differently when you eat it. It's processed by your liver. It doesn't just go right into your bloodstream like it does when you smoke. So people are often like, I smoke all the time, and then I had an edible and I was unconscious for 12 hours. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, it's always figuring out that very small amount. And when I have people that listen to me and kind of do the more medical dosing as opposed to recreational dosing, we have people saying, oh my God, I had the best sleep ever, no issues in the morning. And it's finding that balance of, you know, no problem if you're at the cottage and you want to have a relaxed day, right? People do that with alcohol, no problem. But if you need to be up and doing something the next day, you have to figure out, okay, I can only take this much THC before, you know, my meeting tomorrow morning. So it's
I think the thing is, we have to take this stuff seriously, even though it's a recreational thing in many ways, and now we're using it to treat ourselves for inflammation and other issues. We have to take it seriously. It's like the drinking and driving thing. You know, you just can't get high and go get in your car. Yeah. We have to be responsible. I suppose that's what we really need to say. Yeah. Can we talk now about recreational use? Yeah. Because I know that if Marlene and I went to the pot shop today, what would you be asking for, Marlene?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's funny though, because people used to just call their dealer and say, I need cannabis or I need weed, right? So now you can go into a store and not only specify, I want to smoke cannabis or I want to eat my cannabis. You can say, I want to feel awake and energized, or I want to feel asleep and relaxed. I want to be stoned. I don't want to be stoned. You know, there's so many different options. So again, I think the big distinguishing factor that'll help people, THC does cause the high effect, CBD does not. THC is also really going to help with nerve pain. It's going to help with sleep because it's very sedating. Versus CBD is going to help more for things like anxiety, things like Parkinson's disease, cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis that we talked about last time. Diseases where you see lots of spasticity, lots of pain. Those things tend to be really, really well received with CBD. So, you know, a big reduction in symptoms, whether it's tremors, whether it's you're always in that kind of tense or flexion, we call it, where your muscles are always tense. If that's the case, after 10 hours, it gets pretty sore. So, you know, having CBD in your system or applying it topically makes a huge difference for those types of things. The other big distinguishing factor that'll help you out a lot at the pot store, you have 2 different strains of cannabis. There are sativa strains and indica strains. Sativa strains and indica strains are very different. Yeah, no, it's funny. People are like, oh, I didn't realize there was a difference. I'm like, well, this is gonna rock your world. So sativa strains, people actually call it house cleaning weed because it's energizing, it's stimulating, it kind of gives you that wake you up boost of energy, which is fantastic if you have depression or you have seasonal affective disorder, you have chronic fatigue syndrome where you truly have really little energy and a hard time kind of getting out of bed. Those are fantastic for you. Those are really, really great for people who have that low energy or that low mood. On the other hand, you have indica strains, and I know this is the lamest joke in the world, but couch. I know, it's horrible. I know, people are probably gonna unfollow you now for that one. But, you know, it really does make you think, okay, that's your more nighttime, sleep-oriented, relaxing strain compared to the sativa that's basically a daytime strain, because why on earth would you use a sativa strain if you wanted to relax and go to bed, right? It's gonna make you wanna get up and vacuum. So, you know, it's really...
Nothing would ever make me get up and vacuum.
Yeah, no, exactly though. But you know what? You have people that say, oh my God, I tried the sativa and I couldn't get to bed. I didn't realize it was that big of a thing. Or people say, I cannot use indica. I used it before, you know, going to a concert and I just wanted to go to bed. Yeah. So it's really picking and choosing, and that can be a huge difference in whether you enjoy your cannabis experience or not, right? You go to a store, you want to relax, you're having a hard time sleeping, and you go home with a sativa, that's not going to help you out. So it's really, really important for people to know those big distinguishers.
And then on top of knowing the difference between the two, is it also the percentage of THC in whatever we're purchasing that's going to impact us? You know, I'm a small person, so maybe for me it might be different for somebody else. That makes sense?
Totally, yeah. It's like alcohol. So you have varying percentages with your alcohol. So of course you're going to be much more intoxicated if you have a 1 ounce glass of vodka versus a 1 ounce glass of, like, let's just say wine, because it's 12% versus 40, right? So if you're a novice cannabis user, you're trying it for the first time, you don't need 30% THC. You'll feel totally great with 7, 8, 9% THC. The cannabis that people were using in the 70s and 80s was 1 to 2% THC.
Oh my gosh,
okay,
really?
so in 2011, we started to see jumps where the standard street cannabis was closer to 20 to 22.
Oh, wow.
So you have, you know, my parents' friends, without sounding totally rude, you know, would use cannabis with my friends or through people I would know, and they'd be like, this is ridiculous. This is like designer weed that I can't even, you know, comprehend the strength of. So it's just through grow techniques, through the government actually being involved and able to test the products for things like molds and mildews and grow it in a controlled environment, you end up with cannabis that's much higher quality than it used to be.
Lots to learn.
Oh, Marlene,
thank you for
so
being
much
here.
to know.
Totally.
Maddie, we love you.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Thank you, and thank you so much for all your comments and your interest. And again, continue to ask us, and you're wonderful in replying.
Yeah, anytime.
And giving advice. So,
Yeah, you can reach out to me via any means, anytime.
Okay, well, come on back and learn more from Nurse
Thank
Maddie.
you for
But in
joining
the
us.
meantime, please leave your comments below and your questions if you have them. We'll have Maddie back.